Nick,
Yeah.
Neck, Necro Skull.
Nick, on band stuff, Necro Skull.
Right.
If we're chatting, Nick. But
Oh, okay.
on interview stuff, Necro Skull.
Right, okay.
Because otherwise, when people Google for it, they find all my work stuff. And it's all areas talking about how good all-time low are. It's not very metal.
It's what your mum calls you. Hey, Necro Skull.
Yeah.
Pick your socks up. We're going. We've started. Yay, we're talking to Necro Skull. He's got his tea.
Hello.
What sort of tea you got, man?
It's normal tea. They had some nice like herbal tea in here yesterday with bits of orange peel in it that was quite nice, but they haven't got any today. I'm quite disappointed, so I just got black tea.
You peaked early.
I did.
So that means you've been here yesterday as well?
Yeah, didn't see anything. It was wet, horrible. I was sat in a metal hut for most of the day listening to rain drumming on the ceiling. It was horrible. Like I'm quite outdoorsy, but I just hate rain, man. But I saw that weirdly it stopped for the rain stopped for the Lemmy tribute, and as soon as that was done, I just started hammering it down again, which is powerful, man. Made that happen. But that was nice.
Do you reckon? Yeah. It's a coincidence.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No. It's Lemmy. Power of metal.
I think that was his contribution to Download this year. Bless him. Couldn't be here, but he's still here.
Did you like what they did? A bit arty, a bit video-y, a bit.
I did like what they did. I thought it was nice. I mean, when I heard they were doing a tribute, I thought there might be a live music thing. I thought they might get Phil Campbell and Mickey D and Fast Eddie out to say a few words or play some music or something. Yeah. But I thought what they did was really good because all the footage was, apart from one of the very old ones from the 80s, was from Download, and Motorhead were very much part of the sort of fabric here. And I thought it was really nice, and people were going nuts for it as well. Which was great because that was the whole point. Like, it wasn't just some downer thing. Like the messages from Lars Ulrich and Rob Halford and Brian May were brilliant, but it was kind of gutting listening to them as well. But then when you saw them on the big TV playing like The Chase is Better Than the Catch or Overkill or Bomber, it like everyone was having a good time, which was what we were going to do when Motorhead were playing anyway. But like having it's good that I think they've done such a big tribute because they were here a lot, and like you would, even though they never headlined, you would see Lemmy walking around in the artist area, and he was still the governor. Like you'd see walk around, and Slipknot would be kind of backing off, like getting being a bit kind of smarting themselves up because it was fucking Lemmy, man. So I thought they did a good job. Like they should feel proud of themselves for that, especially what they managed to collaborate with him to do on the Rain.
Good stuff. So you enjoyed that. And you stopped the rain, then you got wet. So let's talk about you guys. You're going to play tomorrow then?
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow on Dogtooth stage at 12:30.
So that'll be Sunday for anybody who's watching it out of sync.
I am horrendously excited for this. I've been to Download every single year since it started. I've seen everything there is.
You're not that old.
32.
How old were you when you
started? First game I was 19. I've seen everything there is to do here. Like I've watched bands on the side of the stages, all that. Like I've sort of been in dressing rooms and stuff, and I've always kind of really felt the vibe here. But I've never thought that I'd get to play because it's just not one of them things that you expect to happen. Especially if you're like an underground doom band who've got their heels dug quite firmly into being heavy and not really trying to do anything sort of big like this. Like there's some bands who this is part of their this is a really important thing for them because it's part of their career, whereas for us it's like we've got the privilege of being invited to come play for fun, whereas like a band on now Beartooth, this is a really big deal for them because they've just got an album out and they are quite a big band, and this is like they have to completely own this, or if they did a bad job, that would be that would really fuck them up properly. But for us it's like it's just coming, and not just another gig, but it's like it's a big deal, but it's also one of these things where it's not like a stepping stone for us, whereas some bands will grow and become headliners in the way that Slipknot or Avenged Sevenfold did. For us, it's more, we've got a chance to play Download. We'll never get to play it again. Like, this is the only time we're going to do this. So we're just going to really enjoy it. But judging by what I can see on the TV screen over there, Beartooth doing a pretty good job of it.
And you're playing in a tent, which will be a bonus, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sound-wise and, of course, weather-wise, it will be a plus.
Absolutely, yeah. Emily went to watch, the only things I watched yesterday was Motorhead and the Rammstein. But Emily went to watch a couple of bands in tent. She said all the time it was just completely rammed. Like Cadaver had the biggest audience she's ever seen in a tent. So that could be a bonus if it's raining tomorrow. Because
sound-wise, it's better. I mean, from a punter's point of view, because you watch the big stage and the wind blows it, the weather takes it, and the sound guy may not be on form, but inside a tent, there's a bit more of their natural environment as well as the bands, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a bit more control and stuff. I'm totally pumped just to get on the stage and be, you know, on there doing it. Like, it's something that I've dreamed of for a very long time, and I never thought I'd get to do. And having, you know, been so many of these things and worked and things, to actually come out to get to play and kind of be on that side of it is just a huge thing for me. And
you're on the poster.
That's it. We're like, when we kind of started asking about it, one of the things was, I don't really care where we are on the bill. I just want to be on the same poster as Black Sabbath, because I'm never going to have a chance to do that again now. You know, like we made our own poster for it. It was just Maiden, Sabbath, and Saxon. You know, just a bit of a laugh, but also I think that was kind of a statement about like what we are here. Like, you know, it's great. There's a lot of bands here. You know, different bands like, you know, All Time Low and bands like that, Neck Deep. But for us, though, we are here because we're a heavy metal band, and this is what you're going to get. And I hope that, you know, that on such a varied bill, that will come to light a bit more from us. That we will be seen on our, you know, a bit more. If you play with loads of bands that are like you all the time, it becomes a bit of loads of dudes in black t-shirts and jeans shouting. But if we're on before Muncie Girls, so there's a total change there.
There's a lot of colour in the audience now because of the rain, waterproofs and things like that. It's not jet black and t-shirt. Probably underneath it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, not
I'd like to think so.
Yellows and blues and oranges.
Well, I think that under all that, everyone's got a little bit of blackness in their hearts, and I think we're gonna, you know, hopefully bring that out.
So tell me a bit about the rest of the year then, because you're playing Bloodstock.
Yes.
You're playing HRH Doom. You're playing some other smaller festivals?
Yeah, we're playing one in Germany next. We're playing Stone from the Underground Festival in Germany. We're playing at Metal Brew Festival with Diamond Head, which I'm really excited about. Bloodstock, we're doing Hard Rock Hell's Stoner and Doom. We're doing another festival in Holland in October with like Conan are doing it, Cough, a few other bands. And then in November, which is the last thing we've got on the calendar at the moment, we're going to a place in Romania to play this Doom thing.
Pennsylvania?
No, it's not.
That's close enough for us in the UK.
Yeah. I have actually looked at how long it would take to get to Transylvania. It's like 3 hours on the train, so I don't think we're going to be able to do it. But there's loads of other mad stuff to see around there. But like, that's crazy. Like, I never, you know, like with Download, I never thought of going, I know what, here's my ambition for the band. We're going to play in Romania one day. But it's happening.
Hey, you get offered, you go, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's quite cool. So you've only actually had to rehearse, what, 2 songs?
Well,
for all these festival
we
slots.
saw the time and we thought, that's a tough sell, isn't it? But we've got it bang on to the set according to the MP3s that we made in the playlist. When I was trying to figure out what songs could and couldn't do, it's bang on 25 minutes. And we timed it at rehearsal the other day, and it was 25 minutes and 12 seconds. So it's going to be tight, but
less crowd sing-alongs this time.
Yeah, not as much dicking about between songs. Just, you know, absolute mayhem from start to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we were like, we could play.
So how many are going to squeeze in?
4.
4 songs.
We were like, we could play Mysterious Doom Sabbathus, but it's quarter of an hour long, and then we haven't got anything that would fill the rest of the time because you'd either have to play one song or no songs.
Yeah, do a medley. Do a Status Quo medley.
Oh God, no. But
these are our hits from the first album.
Here's all of them.
Yeah.
All none of them. See you later.
A couple of chords, so that'll be it.
But yeah, like it is weird at stuff like this because you can't really doom out. You have to go, how can we get like something really heavy in, but also be able to actually play a set that doesn't run over or under. Yeah. Apparently, you know, Lemmy was on our side when we got that time slot. We were able to get exactly on the money. So happy days.
He looked at your playlist beforehand and went, they put them in then.
Let them do
Andy,
that.
copying. Put them in then.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
But yeah, like, there is going to be a lot of doom in there, but there's also, you know, heavy metal, the power of metal.
Good stuff. I was going to ask you because Candlelight got bought by Spine Farm not so long ago. Has that had an impact on you guys at all?
Yeah, I mean, you know, suddenly we've got, you know, new press offices and things, and it's weird like going to their office to talk to them, because I never went to the Candlelight office, whereas they go to Spine Farm and it's like this lovely office with like Rammstein guitars on the wall and things. You think, ooh, I'm part of this now. Yeah. But no, it's been really, really good. I've not seen it myself yet, but someone sent me a picture of big advertising hoarding, this enormous like square block thing that Spine Farm are advertising on. It's just got all their artists that are on there. There's our album cover in the middle of it, absolutely fucking enormous, next to like Rammstein and Royal Republic and Wizard and all that. I felt quite proud of that. I hang my hat on there. Sent it to my mum.
They put it up just because they knew you were walking by or something.
Fuck's sake, yeah, just get it up. He's going to see it.
Bit of blue tack. Put the Witchsorrow one in the middle. They won't notice.
Yeah. Look, well, unfortunately, we're on the same.
Landing on your
We're about this high up, so when you're going for a piss against it, everyone's going to be looking at our album cover.
With a cock in hand, you can think of Witchsorrow.
Yeah.
On that note, we've been talking to Necroskull of Witchsorrow, and he's playing tomorrow. So if you're here, then bloody go and see him. 4th stage.
Thank you, sir.
Stuff.
Yeah, come and see us. Get
Thanks
new.
a lot.